That's kind of the way it goes. But those improvements turn into depreciation, and depreciation comes into your financial statement, and it brings down the actual operating margin. Also, interest that comes into your income statement if you're floating out bonds there in order to fund some of these improvements. And so for our system, we've seen a dramatic decline in our operating income, but our EBITDA, which is the earnings before interest, depreciation, and amortization, that stays relatively flat, or maybe just comes down just a little bit because you take the depreciation out, the amortization, the interest. So it's kind of interesting how you look at how different systems are working it. So anyway. It's always good to have an airplane slide because that's kind of where a lot of this started. And you note that the airplane industry has been able to somehow standardize what they do to improve performance, to bring people together, not just those who work within the airline industry, but outside, those who provide into it, in order to provide a better service to all that travel. And that's saying, of course, my flight was an hour and a half late this morning. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? Historically, on your right, should be your right, your left, everything rolls up to the acute care hospital. That's where it used to go. Everything went up to the hospital. What we're looking at in the future here is a true system of care, a network of care, and the model we use is called the infinity model. Now, what's important about this is you have community-based care, acute care, and recovery and rehab care that define those three areas. And with that, we've gone to each of our regions and we've determined what of those areas do we not have. Because in some cases we do have some holes there. In some cases we don't provide maybe the full scope of rehab. We don't have pharmacy. We don't have home health coverage, something like that. And then for those areas that we don't